YouTube, we got killer roommate realizes CCTV caught everything. Hey, bro, I've been reacting to all these videos. I still don't have a goddamn clue what CCTV means, bro. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it.
Hi, ma'am. Giselle, right? Okay. So I'm Detective Noel. Okay. I have a couple of detectives here with me from Orlando. Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So I have a search warrant to take your DNA.
This is the moment police finally confront Giselle Victoria Gonzalez. 2 years after her roommate vanished without a trace, she looks calm and cooperative. What she doesn't realize is the investigators already know the truth.
I feel like, bro, if you kill somebody and you on the run, bro, for however long you're on the run for, bro, like that shit got to be on your mind 24/7, dude. I don't give that shit got to be on your mind. Like either the fact that you killed somebody, you gotta be on your mind 24/7, or the fact that the cops are still trying to chase you down, gotta be on your mind, bro.
Because back in 2022,
it's gotta be a
she was
crazy
telling
burden,
police
bro.
her roommate had simply disappeared, CCTV cameras were quietly recording everything, every stop, every purchase, every lie. At the time, there was no body, no crime scene, and no arrest, so she walked free, moved on with her life, believing she had gotten away with murder. But now, sitting across from detectives, the story she's been repeating for years is about to collapse.
Giselle, I want to talk to you.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
No tiene sentido, ¿verdad?
No.
It would almost seem like you're hiding something.
What happened to your hands?
We don't know much about either of the women involved in this tragic case, but we do know that Rooney Medina Pacheco and Giselle Victoria Gonzalez were both born in the Dominican Republic. In late 2022, Giselle lived in the Cadence Crossing apartment complex on Curry Ford Road in Orlando, Florida. Earlier that day, Rooney, or Rooney as she was known, traveled to the United States for a long-term visit. It's unclear if they Rooney, as she was known, traveled to the United States for a long-term visit. It's unclear if they were friends or just acquaintances from back home. Whatever the case, Rooney moved in with Giselle. They didn't spend much time in the apartment because they both worked, but the living situation was apparently tense and contentious. Rooney showed up to work her shift on December 24th, 2022 like she always did. According to her boss, she was a rock-solid employee who rarely missed a day. She was scheduled to work on Christmas Day as well,
hey,
but she
man, them goddamn I don't know if this is the right word. I don't want to say them immigrants, but them workers who be coming from them different countries, they know how to go work, boy. They know how to go work, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, them niggas will never miss a day of fucking work, and they gonna go 100% if it's a Walmart, Target, Kroger, no matter what job, bro. Them niggas going 100% at it, bro.
She never showed up for that shift or for her other scheduled shifts that week. This was a red flag because she was such a diligent employee. Rooney also kept in touch with her family back in the Dominican Republic on a daily basis. Staying in contact was even more important that December because she was going to be with them over the holidays. Rooney's mother called around 9 p.m. on December the 25th to wish her a Merry Christmas. But to her surprise, another woman answered the phone. Whoever it was told her
I was about to say, why so late, but it's different times.
Rooney wasn't there in a gruff and altogether unpleasant voice, and the rude woman hung up abruptly before she could ask where her daughter was.
Why the fuck would you answer the phone, you stupid piece of shit?
We'll never know exactly what transpired between the two women in the apartment they shared earlier that day, but on December 27th, 39-year-old Giselle Victoria Gonzalez contacted the Orlando police to report that she had not seen her 42-year-old roommate Rooney for 2 days.
She's smart.
Shortly thereafter, officers went to the apartment to see if Giselle
I don't think this is her first rodeo doing some smart shit like that.
Any light on the disappearance.
Hello, LPD.
The officers didn't stay long, but Giselle told them that she heard Rooney talking to someone on the phone Christmas morning, but that she was gone later when she knocked on her door to check on her. Surprisingly, she admitted that she had gotten into a serious argument the week before when Rooney accused her of stealing $3,000 from her bedroom. Investigators contacted Rooney's family.
Nigga, you don't lock your bedroom up?
Dominican Republic to see if they could talk to her. Investigators contacted Rooney's family in the Dominican Republic to see if they could talk to her, if they knew knew where she was or had any idea what might have happened to her. But they were just as baffled as the investigators, and they were all worried sick because it wasn't like her to fall off the radar, especially during the holiday season. Rooney's husband said that he knew something was wrong when she failed to show up for a video chat they had scheduled for 11:45 on Christmas morning. Another relative said Rooney was upset the last time that she had talked to them because she knew Ezell had stolen the missing $3,000 from her bedroom. With a suspicious missing person on their hands, investigators from the Orlando Police Department returned to the apartment the following week.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Some shit like that would never happen to me, bro. If I lived in an apartment or some shit, bro, and my roommate stole 3 bands from me, let alone $100, I would whoop that nigga fucking ass so bad, bro. That nigga would want to move out, bro. I would whoop that nigga ass so bad, that nigga would have his bags packing by tomorrow, bro. All clothes, all in the suitcase, everything gone, bro. By the next day, bro. I'm telling y'all.
And this time, they couldn't help but notice that the story had changed. They had no idea where Rooney was, but Customs and Immigration records showed that she hadn't used her passport to leave. Next, investigators used GPS data from her passport to leave the country. Next, investigators used GPS data from her cell phone to track her movements. Interestingly, they got an exact match when they compared the data from Rooney's phone with the data from Ezell's phone on Christmas Day. And that was just the tip of the iceberg, because investigators eventually made a number of equally suspicious discoveries. First, they found a security camera footage which showed Ezell buying a chainsaw at a home improvement store just up the road from their apartment, the one that she shared with Rooney. And later that evening, a camera at Walmart a few blocks away captured her buying heavy-duty trash bags, rubber gloves, and dish soap.
I mean, at least she tried to spread that shit out, but damn,
This did not prove that Ezell had anything to do with Rooney's disappearance, but along with the discrepancies in her story, there was more than enough.
You really gonna think somebody, like, nigga, she probably, bruh,
to cast serious doubt about her version of events. Detective Patrick Kavanaugh made an unannounced visit to Ezell's workplace on Monday, January the 8th of 2023, less than 2 weeks after she called the police.
She really don't even look like she know how to use a fucking chainsaw, bro.
Less than 2 weeks after she called the police to report Rooney missing.
No. Good news? No, I was hoping so too. So, what time do you get home from work today?
Huh?
What time do you get done today?
Ya casi.
Ya, ¿cómo que ahora?
Ya voy a salir casi ya. Ya a las 5, 10 minutos.
Oh, okay. She's in like 10 minutes. We'll wait for your time.
Okay.
Yeah, is that okay? Okay. All right. Cool. This is my partner, Elvin. Giselle. So we got some new stuff. So I was wondering, would you come back to the station?
Tenemos información nueva en el caso, o sea, quiere saber si puede venir para atrás, para la estación.
¿Para la estación? Sí.
Sí, habla con nosotros.
¿A qué hora? What time?
No. Ahora sí puede.
No.
Si tiene tiempo.
After a brief conversation in the parking lot, she accompanied him to the police station. Almost immediately, Detective Kavanaugh confronted her with the damning GPS data and asked her about the security camera footage at the 2 stores she visited on Christmas Day.
Is that okay? All right. So we just want to go over some new things that have come out, and we're trying to figure this out. We're trying to find her still, you know. Maybe you can help us out with some of the stuff that we found. So, okay. So we looked at Rooney's phone locations, right?
Chequeamos todas las locaciones del teléfono de ella.
And if I had to, it looks almost like, well, let me put it this way. On the 26th, the phone shows at a place, okay, at about 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And it's a store, and so we went to that store, and we have some video from there. What do you think we saw in that video?
¿Entendiste lo que él dijo?
Que fueron al store, a una tienda. Que yo fui, o que ella fue.
She said, I don't know, that she was there, or that Rooney was there, or they were there.
Well, I mean...
Actually, I said, what do you think the video is going to show? And that's what she just said. She said, I don't know, I was there, or Rooney was there, or we were both there.
Well, is it both? Were you with Rooney there?
I don't know. Dígame usted.
¿Estaba con Rooney ese día o no?
No.
No.
¿No estaba con ella? No.
But would it show you there?
¿Ah?
¿Tú crees que el video va a enseñar que tú estabas ahí?
Posiblemente. Sí, yo fui a una tienda en la mañana.
Okay. She said she did go to a store in the morning. ¿A qué hora fuiste?
Faced with nearly undisputable evidence, Ezel admitted to buying what she referred to as a motorized machine to cut trees. In other words, a chainsaw. She admitted going to Walmart too,
Lying like
but she
fuck.
claimed she didn't actually buy anything there.
Did she go to Walmart on the 26th?
Fuiste a Walmart el día 26.
Sí, sí.
For what?
Okay.
¿A qué hora?
Bro, can she deadass speak like no English?
Sí, antes de entrar a trabajar creo que sí fui a Walmart.
She said
Pero
she thinks she went before
no
she went to
tanto.
work on that Monday.
For what? What did she buy?
¿Y qué compraste en Walmart?
I don't like,
No llegué a comprar nada, creo.
She said she doesn't think she bought anything.
bro.
So
Like
where'd you
I
go?
don't see
Where'd you
how
go?
people like. How I say like I don't see how people fucking can succeed like, and not be able to speak a little bit English. You get what I'm saying? Like, well, obviously this is different because he's like interrogating her and shit. But like, y'all understand? Like, you ever talk to somebody, bro, and then you're like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And they just say, "Oh, no English." Like, nigga, you don't know how to say "what's up" in English, bro. You don't know how to say "hey" in English. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, it's
¿Qué iba a comprar? Okay. She said she went to Walmart trying to get the same thing she bought at Lowe's, the machine she
¿Cuál
bought
es
at
más
Lowe's.
barato?
But she bought it at Lowe's. Why would she go to Walmart to try and buy the thing that she just bought at Lowe's?
Well, she doesn't remember if she went to Walmart first or Lowe's first.
Okay. So she's saying she didn't buy. Did you buy
She said she didn't buy anything at Walmart.
Okay.
After showing her the footage that proved otherwise, Detective Kavanaugh circled back to Rooney's cell phone.
But you did buy something. See?
Ah, sí.
Do you remember now?
No, ahora sí me recuerdo.
Do you remember?
Ahora sí,
yeah,
Here
bye.
comes the oh, silly me. Oh, silly. Shut the fuck up. You
No.
know, keep
That's
that
okay.
down.
What'd you buy?
¿Qué compraste?
Over
No
3
sé.
bands. Like, ain't that some shit, bruh? She done took 3 bands from a good, hard-working woman who ain't never missed a day of work. And once that girl confront her, yo, bitch, you took my money. Give that shit back right now. She wants to kill her. Ain't that some shit, bruh?
Seguro algo de ahí del trabajo.
She killed the person she took the money from,
Plátano,
bro.
qué
She
sé
said she
yo.
don't remember what she bought. She said maybe
Ese 2
plantains.
meses y algo.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, here, let me ask you this question, okay? Because obviously now something's a little off, right? I want to go back to this phone thing because I think we're missing something. You would agree, right? If Rooney's phone is in one place and here you are, and she's not there, what does that mean?
I don't know.
¿Entiendes lo que
What do you
dice?
think it means?
¿Ella tiene llave para su carro?
No.
Okay. So she's saying maybe she left it in her car because she always leaves her car unlocked. So I asked her, does Rooney have keys to her car? She said, no,
Always
she
mi
always
carro
leaves it
está unlocked.
unlocked. I said, but to drive it, do you need keys? She said, yeah. But Rooney doesn't have a key to drive it.
So let's be real. You had her phone that night. Somebody answered at the house. That's how somebody answered it. Was it you or who was it that answered the phone? Somebody did.
I don't know.
We know that though. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's okay. Who was it? We just need to know who
I
answered.
don't know.
You had the phone the whole night though, right?
In my
Go ahead. It was in your purse. Okay. How did it wind up in your purse?
Dummy.
She put
Why the fuck would you say that shit?
en la cartera.
She put it in there?
Now y'all knows how she go from English now when she realized she was like she put now she want to speak Spanish shit. Continue with that English shit.
Next, he asked Ezel about the missing $3,000 and how Rooney's phone ended up in her possession.
She comes over there to talk to you. Rooney comes over to talk to you about this money, right? And she's upset about this money. She comes to your house to talk about the money.
Mhm.
And she doesn't talk about the money with you. She just leaves.
We don't talk.
Right. So the whole point of her coming over there is to talk to you about the money, but that didn't happen.
We
Right.
don't talk.
And then you thought but see, you told me the phone might be in the car, but the whole time you knew it was in your purse.
In the purse.
Right. So you didn't, you don't understand what I'm saying? Like, so now you're saying she put it in there? That just doesn't make any sense. She put it in your, what else did she put it in your purse and then she left?
That
Does that make a lot of sense?
does not make sense.
That doesn't
Now
make
you
no
don't
sense.
know.
No.
Okay, so she's saying when she woke up on the 25th, Rooney wasn't there, but the phone was, and it was on the table. And so she physically put it in her purse.
Bro,
Why would
she had 2 years to come up with a lie. And this is the fucking shit she come up with. Oh, she put her phone in my purse. Even though we didn't talk, she put her phone in my purse. Bro, 2 years come up with a lie, and this the best shit you could come up with. Shame on you. shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself, bro.
Rooney thinks that you.
They should give you the death penalty just cause you couldn't come up with a better lie, bro. You wasting these niggas' time, bro.
Right.
I don't know.
Just cause you had all them fucking years to think of some shit to say better than this, and this is the only shit you could come up with, bro. You should get the death penalty cause of that shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She said she doesn't believe that there was any money. She said if we listen to the conversation she had with her on Saturday, they weren't arguing. They were talking calmly to each other. Rooney was telling her that she was depressed, hadn't eaten in 2 days.
Dude, I thought they said they didn't talk like that.
Sealed, and the company sealed it when they got there too. She's like, "There's."
Detective Kavanaugh eventually left the interrogation room, and moments later he was replaced by a female detective who immediately asked Ezell what she did with the money she stole from Rooney.
So what happened with that money? Did you spend it on electric bill? Is there any way to recover any of that money? And if not, it's okay, but I just need to know so
Look,
we know.
her fat ass got all the snacks too, boy. Her fat ass got she got oatmeal cream pie, some chips, look like a granola bar. She got all them snacks, boy.
You're telling the truth about it. Does that make sense?
Entendí la mayor parte.
Nah, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would be the same way if I was getting interrogated, boy. I ain't gonna like, nigga. If I knew I did the crime, bro, I'd be like, bro, I might as well, bro. I might as well take advantage of these free snacks I'm gonna get right here, right now, bro. Cause in about a couple days, bro, when I'm in that jail, when I'm in prison, I'm gonna have to pay for commissary. I'm gonna have to pay for, you know what I mean, a honey bun, oatmeal cream pie, and the meals I'm gonna be eating is gonna be some dog shit, bro. So I might as well just goddamn take advantage of this free food these cops offering me right now, man.
Porque eso es insignificante. Vuelta o lo que pasó. ¿Ah?
Pretendía pagar de vuelta.
Pretendía pagar de vuelta.
But boy, don't even get me started, bro. If I was in that interrogation room and I knew I was innocent and another nigga was guilty, ooh, I'm snitching like fuck, boy. I'm having me a steak dinner, lobster, all that shit, man. And I'm telling, boy.
At
telling
one
like,
point,
fuck.
the translator told the detective.
Pretendía pagar de vuelta. She did pretend to pay it back.
At one point, the translator told the detective that Rooney said she did pretend to pay it back, but she may have misspoken. Instead, he may have meant to say that she intended to pay it back. If so, she must have confessed to taking the money in a portion of the interrogation which was redacted.
All right, so talk to me. What happened? Tell me about the day, so that way I could clear it up for you, and then we could go forward from here.
Tenía que pagar renta.
I had to pay rent.
And that's understandable. I get it. It's a lot.
Ella entiende completamente.
Didn't they just raise the rates in Orlando?
Wait, what? My fault.
Renta.
I had to pay rent.
And that's understandable. I get it. It's a lot.
Ella entiende completamente.
Didn't they just raise the rates in Orlando? Like, it's crazy right now. What happened to your hands?
Me quemé
She burned it.
When?
Cuando?
en el trabajo.
Whatever the case, Ezell admitted to taking Rooney's phone as well. However, she told the detective that she threw it in a dumpster because she kept getting threatening calls from Rooney's daughter. But shortly thereafter, she came clean and admitted that she didn't dispose of the phone after all. In fact, she had sent it to the Dominican Republic along with other items in a care package.
That's smart as fuck.
What was the conversation?
Oh, that's smart as hell.
Walk me through
This is not her first rodeo, by the way, y'all. No way she must have committed a crime in the Dominican Republic, bro. Like, she must have killed somebody in the Dominican Republic, then had to go on the run, obviously, because she killed somebody, and she came to the United States. Bro, I feel like this is some experienced people shit. It's just the lie. Like, the lie is like, oh my God. But everything else is like really, really good.
She told me.
Because you're being honest now, right?
Ya yo te dije, yo no voy a repetir lo mismo.
She's not gonna repeat it.
What I mean by
tell me what happened. So you
how
can understand.
how she moved after, like, to try to get away with it. I ain't gonna lie, it's actually solid, bro.
Yo no voy a repetir lo mismo.
It's smart, I should say. It's
Okay,
smart.
so tell me what happened.
Really
So
smart.
you can understand, right?
Rooney was apparently approached her at the door. She would not open her bedroom door. And
You
Rooney,
wouldn't open the door, right?
And
Okay. What
Rooney-
time was this?
Around 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And Rooney kept questioning her about her money and the fact that she wanted her money, and she told her she would get her the money, but
Okay.
that she didn't want to talk about it.
Okay.
And then after that, according to her, sometime after that, Rooney just left the house. That's why she was saying upset.
Okay. On the flip side, Rooney's over
Oh,
here.
ella trató de
Let
romper esa
me
puerta porque
in.
le da
I
la
want to
fuerza.
talk to
La
you
puerta
about
se
this
rompe
money.
fácil.
Right?
Esa puerta con un poquito de fuerza se abre.
She has her phone on her. She's not just gonna leave, put her phone down, walk out.
Ok, me pregunta ella, ¿me va a poner una máquina o ella va a estar...
If you're gonna put her in the machine, or what you're gonna keep doing.
I'm just, this doesn't make sense to
Hazme
me.
la pregunta ya.
I don't have to
Ella
put you on a
sabe, ella
machine
sabe
to
más
tell
que
you
yo.
that this
Que
isn't
me
the
haga la pregunta,
honest
me tengo que
truth.
hacer ya, porque repetir lo mismo, ya viene y repite lo
Giselle.
mismo, repite lo mismo, repite lo mismo.
I could repeat it. We're having you repeat this over and over again because you haven't been truthful from us from the very get-go.
Eso me estresa, que me estén repitiendo la misma
It's
cosa.
stressful because you've been lying.
Desde el principio.
By then, investigators had systematically dismantled most of Izel's unbelievable story. Even so, they still didn't have enough to arrest her or charge her with any crime. But as the investigation continued, the circumstantial evidence against Izel continued piling up. After Izel was released, investigators discovered that she made a number of odd internet searches before she reported Rooney missing. She searched these phrases on December 25th,
And she didn't even clear her fucking history?
2022, between 9 a.m. and 11.
Bro, it's just like... You can tell she's experienced. I feel like you can tell she's experienced. It's just she's dumb as hell, bro. Because why the fuck would she search this shit up in the first place? First off. And second off, why the fuck would she not clear her history after searching this shit up? Like, what the hell?
7:30 p.m. Which side of the body is the aorta on? Home Depot and Walmart. Hours for Home Depot. Prices for an electric saw. And the next day, she did this suspicious internet search at 1:40 p.m. What do they do with trash in Orlando? Officers, investigators, and forensic technicians executed a search warrant on Izel's apartment on Wednesday, February the 15th.
I'm
of
gonna lie, those aren't
2023.
like completely bad questions either, bro. It's just like, given the context, it's horrible.
Orlando Police. Anyone in the apartment? Orlando Police. Anyone in the apartment?
Without context, bro, they're regular questions, I feel like.
Orlando Police. Is anyone in the apartment?
Or most of them are regular.
And what they found was far worse than the internet searches, the chainsaw purchase, and
Like that first question, what side? Well, actually,
Izel's
that's all of them.
constantly changing story. Chemical researches, the chainsaw purchase, and Izel's constantly changing story. Chemical reaction tests proved that someone had recently cleaned copious amounts of blood from the walls, doors, baseboards, and ceiling in the living room. Much of the blood had pooled on the floor, but forensic technicians also found telltale cast-off patterns which typically result from attacks in which the aggressors repeatedly strike their victims with weapons like hammers, bats, and knives. DNA test ultimately proved that the blood was from Rooney. Something unbelievably horrific took place in that apartment that day. Nonetheless, authorities still did not have enough to make an arrest because, without a body, they could not prove that Rooney was dead or that Izel had anything to do with her disappearance.
Blood all over in her apartment.
Izel finally got on with her life.
Is that
and
not enough?
Eventually moved out of state. But back in Florida, local, state, and federal investigators were
Nigga,
collecting
out the state. Nigga, I would have been out the country, boy.
additional evidence and putting together a relatively airtight case. Even so, the wheels of justice turn agonizingly slowly at times. As the years passed, Rooney's heartbroken family grudgingly admitted that her body may never be found and that nobody would be prosecuted for her death and that they would never get any closure. That said, everything changed on November 6, 2024, when officers stopped 42-year-old Izel Victoria Gonzalez in Hartford, Connecticut, nearly 1,200 miles or 1,930 kilometers north of Orlando, where her roommate, Rooney Medina Pacheco, disappeared under mysterious circumstances on Christmas Day 2 years earlier.
Hi, ma'am. Is it Giselle, right? Okay. From Detective Newell. Okay. I have a couple of detectives here with me from Orlando.
From Orlando? What the fuck? Does that make sense, y'all? Oh, they've been tracking her, I think.
I have a search warrant
Yeah,
to
they've
take
been
your
tracking
DNA.
her. Or following
Okay.
her.
Okay, but we have to do it at the police department.
Okay, I have to go now?
Yes.
Hi. Yes.
She
We
acting
have
all
to go
sweet.
now?
Yes, we have to go now, yes. Hila.
I go with you.
You can drive us, but you got to follow us and stay with us, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in front of you. Detective Thomas is going to stay behind you, and we'll all go together, okay? But just do me a favor, make sure you follow us, okay? Okay, all right. And when we get to the police department, we're going to explain everything to you, okay? All right, do you want to...
Back at the police station, investigators took a DNA sample and began grilling Ezel about the disappearance.
You told a couple people you had a fight.
Bro, my hair would have been dyed a different color. My fucking eyebrows would have been dyed a different color. I would have had contacts in. I probably would gotten a tan or some shit. I would gotten. I would, if you know how girls be in them. I think tanning beds they call them. I would have been in that tanning bed 24/7, bro. I'm looking like a new a whole different person, bro. Than what?
Hey,
come on, dude.
We talked to some neighbors upstairs.
I would be looking like a whole different person.
You guys had a fight. That's okay. You didn't have a fight with somebody.
Yeah, everybody fight.
Sure. So who hit? So like, who put hands on who first? Did she get at you first? Did she come at you?
Yes.
Okay. What did she do to you? She hit you?
Galleta, una galleta. Ya, no sé más.
Okay, so she's saying, yeah, they fought, and then after the fight, she left, and she left her phone in the apartment. Okay, so she's saying that they were punching each other, hitting each other. I asked her, did anybody pick up anything? She said that Rooney hit her with a purse. She was swinging her purse, and it was very heavy. I said, well, did you pick up anything? She said, no, I didn't pick up anything. So actually, I said, what stopped the fight? She's like, she doesn't remember. She was like, we just stopped. I was like, well, what happened? Did she go to her room? Where did she go after the fight finished? Did she leave right away? She said, no. She was like, I went to my room, and then I said, well, where did she stay at? She was like, she stayed in the living room. She's like, I think she went to her room and maybe the bathroom. And then she left, and she left the phone in the house.
Early on, the lead detective told Ezel that he knew she had a security camera in her apartment that day.
Tell me about the cameras that you had in your apartment at the time that happened.
Oh no!
Where did they go after that? You had cameras in the apartment.
You killed somebody in your apartment knowing you had cameras in there?
And they weren't just in your bedroom, they were in the living room.
In my bedroom.
And you had one in the living room.
No, yeah, I sent to my sister.
So you had those cameras there? Right? And you sent them to the DR?
Sí, my sister. Not my sister, to my mom. In the box.
Same box with the chainsaw?
There?
Same box with the chainsaw?
La misma caja con el cortador que compraron.
No, porque el otro era para allá, para la casa, la otra casa.
¿Qué otra casa?
Donde mi abuela vivía.
De tu tío. She said, no, that was in a different box. So that was
Went to your grandma's house?
Yeah, to the grandma's house.
Okay.
So she's trying to say the cameras weren't working, and I'm asking, I said, the cameras are working very well. I said, because it recorded before, and recorded after. I said, it even recorded the day you shipped the cameras out.
Yeah.
I said, it was you on the couch on the 27th.
Yeah.
I said, so, A, why wouldn't you have told us about the cameras, and you just shipped them out? I said, and why is the day of the fight the only day missing on the cameras? And she's like, oh, she could kind of say that the cameras weren't working right. I was like, no, they're working very good. It has a lot of recording on it.
I'll show her.
I said, but it doesn't have that day.
And look,
she's like, well,
that's the face of somebody who knows they caught, bro.
Well, it has a memory card, right?
She knows she caught. She ain't got no life in her eyes or nothing.
Before and after.
Right.
Cuando empezamos la investigación hasta ahora.
Truth doesn't change.
La verdad no cambia.
But when you tell things that aren't true, you have to remember what you said.
Pero cuando empiezo a hablar mentira, tienes que recordarte de la mentira.
Sure, you didn't tell us about the phone. What you told us when we sat and talked to you and you raised your hand and swore to tell the truth wasn't true. Okay? However, you also told one of the chefs from Made in Puerto Rico, in a text message, to call her phone. And that's a couple days after. So you knew you had her phone then. You knew you had her phone. See, the thing is, you knew you had her phone that night on Christmas Day because you answered it, remember? We already discussed this, didn't we? That 9 o'clock at night, when her mom called, you answered her phone. You remember telling us that.
Next, investigators confronted her with the blood residue and splatter patterns found all over the old apartment in Orlando.
Have you ever heard that blood doesn't go away, like no matter how much you clean it?
Wait, for real?
The naked eye, it's gonna it looks like it disappears, like, but it doesn't disappear.
I did not know that.
She's like, yeah, well, to the naked eye, yeah, it looks like it'll disappear. ¿Quién te ayudó a limpiar?
Nadie.
¿Tú limpiaste toda esa sangre sola?
Sí.
Fashion who up to clean, she said, no. ¿Toda esa sangre sola?
Sí.
Fashion her up to clean. She said, no, but I said, so you cleaned all that blood by
Bro,
yourself. She said,
did that nigga really say
¿Quién te
blood
ayudó a
never
limpiar?
goes away?
Nadie.
¿Tú limpiaste toda esa sangre sola?
Sí.
Fashion her up to clean. She said, no, but I said, so you cleaned all that blood by yourself? She said, yeah. So I said, oh, this is blood. I said, this is against the wall. So I said, you had to physically move that to clean that. She's like, oh, yeah, we were fighting everywhere. I was like, yeah, but I said, this is only what was left after cleaning. I said, so do you don't think that's a lot of blood for somebody? That's a serious injury? She was like, yeah, serious cut.
You don't forget a fight like this.
So that's what I was telling her. I was like, I said, all this blood is not something you forget about.
No.
I said, you said you weren't bleeding a lot. You said she wasn't bleeding a lot. I said, but all this blood, you're going to remember where that blood came from.
She knows she fucked.
I said, if you
Ask
clean
for a
up all
lawyer.
this blood, you're going to specifically remember that blood. I said, you want to forget. I was like, but you didn't forget. You know. We're fighting everywhere. I was like, yeah. I was like, me and you can go blow for blow right now. I can give you the hardest punch in the world, and your blood's not going to fly up to the ceiling.
Bueno, pues,
I said, that's not a normal place for blood to go flying.
pues hazme la prueba de cuál de las dos es. O sea,
Ya sabemos de quién es la sangre.
Oh,
Es de Rooney.
ya.
After that, they asked her about the chainsaw and the internet searches that she did on December 25th and 26th.
I talked to her mother, where the boxes went to, and two of her uncles, and nobody got a chainsaw. There was no chainsaws in that box. She's not allowed to send chainsaws in that box. We checked with the shipping company.
Tu hermana y dos tíos tuyos. Y hablamos con la compañía y no
No, porque
mandan.
yo no digo, no se dice que tú pones en la caja. Porque después te cobran impuestos.
What'd she say?
Because I told her, I said, the shipping company, they don't allow you to ship it. She said, oh,
Yo
you don't
puse-
tell them what's in it because then they're charging.
No, see, but
Because I told her, I said, the shipping company, they don't allow you to ship it. She said, oh,
Yo-
She says, "Oh, you don't tell them what's in it, cause
you don't tell them what's in it because then they're charging.
no, see, but they open them all in customs
¿Ah?
down there, and
they
Lo
do."
abren allá cuando llega.
we checked on that.
Sí, después te
Abren
cobran.
la caja.
Pero el generador tiene que estar allá.
No, well, we checked on that.
No.
Remember, we talked to the lady. You were with me. Lady said they open all the boxes when they get to the DR for customs.
Man, she thought she
Remember
ate,
that?
bruh. I'm not gonna look
Después te
past
cobran
this shit.
impuestos.
Look, she. Ooh, clock. No, bitch, she's still guilty.
We checked on that.
No.
Remember, talked to the lady. You were with me. Lady said they open all the boxes when they get to the DR for customs.
Mhm.
Like, what was your fascination with with
Now
what
she
happens
about
to the
to
trash
cry.
in the United States of America
Yeah,
and the trash
she
in
caught.
Orlando? Like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
You caught.
with what happens to the trash in the United States of America and the trash in Orlando. Like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
¿Por qué tiempo estaba que pasaba?
The same day they decided to be charitable to an uncle that you never even talked to about a chainsaw. For.
Yo creo que fue en el trabajo que. No sé, quizás estábamos hablando algo.
But if I was that uncle, I would like, do not bring me into this shit, bruh.
She said because maybe she
No
looked it up from
recuerdo.
work.
Because why?
She maybe looked it up because of work.
What does that have to do with anything?
I know.
Ahí donde yo trabajaba, no sé.
At the end of the interrogation, the investigators arrested Isel and charged her with 1 count of second-degree murder,
Second degree.
1 count of tampering with evidence,
Second degree. Isn't second degree you didn't mean, or second degree is premeditated? I
And
forgot
one
which one is premeditated, bro.
count of grand theft. Isel pleaded not guilty. As of mid-November
Not guilty.
2025, she has yet to have her day in court, and unfortunately, authorities have never found Rooney's
Hey,
remains.
and unfortunately, they never will, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all, bro. She chopped her body up, probably, most likely, put it in a trash bag somewhere, and yeah, bro. That put it in the trash. Trash man took it to the landfill, or whatever you call that shit, and then yeah, it's just. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know if they would want to find her body, like on some real shit, bro. Like, I don't want to find, like, if your body not in whole, bro, I don't want to see that shit, respectfully, bro. Like, I do not want to see that shit, bro. Like, nigga, like, I don't know, bro. If y'all made it this far, though, I appreciate that like button, subscribe button. See you on the next